today we're going to be doing a video to do with my wheelchair, so we're going to be doing pros and cons about being in a wheelchair, so things that are annoying and things that can actually be quite useful. So let's get on to the video. Now off we go. And already there's some things. There's a downhill along here, and then there's like a little dip, and then there's a pothole. So we'll see how this goes. I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck. Okay, I'm up. Oh, it hurts my face. Okay, ready to go. Pothole. One good thing is that when you're in a wheelchair, you don't have to wear shoes. As you can see, I've got fluffy socks on because your feet aren't actually on the floor. There's two things about this one road. Is that, as you can see, it's not very flat or smooth. If you look along, it's trying to be patched up so many times with pothole filler that it really hasn't worked. And it's on an uphill, so it's quite a workout. Yeah. Oh, it's quite scary because you feel quite small, and you can't really get up a curve very quickly. So you always have to kind of like, yeah, it's not very useful. But over here, there are some quite big rocks, and they can hurt your wheels quite a lot. So you have to kind of try and avoid them as much as you can. Now I'm just going to try and work out how I'm going to get up the pavement safely, because there doesn't seem to be a dip in the pavement. So let's try and find something. Now this is quite difficult because they've tried to do a dip in the curb, but it's still quite high. So I'm gonna have to try and I don't know, get up somehow. Yeah. No, I'm stuck. I can't do it. I give up. Daddy, can you help? Now they've tried to design this for wheelchair users, but as you can see, it doesn't work. I'm gonna have to try another place. I can get up there, I think. Ugh. Okay, I can get up here, but it's really quite difficult because the pavement's tilted like that. So I just go off to one edge. So I have to really work to try and not slip off. I'm never going to get through those cars. Oh my goodness. How? Ooh. Okay, I guess there's some plants which might help me up, but... okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we're going to have to do a hop. Ooh. Oh, I did it! I got up! Finally! There's a dip in the curb, but I think it's supposed to be for cars, as there's a gate right there. But, you know, oh well, it works for me too. How easy was that? Now this next thing is a good thing. So this is like a piece of writing to do with a gardening bit, I don't really know. But anyway, they've put it down so wheelchair users can see it, but people who are tall can still see it. But it's right at my eye level, so I can actually read it for once. Most things are always too high, but this is just the right height. Now this says disabled access with an arrow pointing that way, which means that we can't go down that way, which is good. Because it means that usually you get to the end and you're like, steps, great. But this tells you, and it's right at my height, so I can see it. So let's go this way. Oh, my book's fallen. One more thing, things always fall off your lap. Got it. This way is looking a bit skinny, but I hope I'll be able to fit through. I mean, oh, it's quite tight actually. Am I gonna get stuck? Yeah, I don't think I can. This is how close it is. I'm touching the step the other side, almost, and how great. I can't even see my brake on. Unbelievably, there are now actually steps. We can't even get to the bit that I want to get to. Great. This can't be the disabled access way. I think we must have got it wrong, even though we follow the sign. So I'm going to have to push all the way back up again, unless I get out. We don't think that that was a disabled route because we can't go down to the place that I wanted to go down to, but that doesn't matter. I think this is the disabled route. It is quite steep though, but oh well, it's definitely wider. Whoa, like this. My book! No! Done! We did it! So as you can see, there's supposed to be a dip in the curb for wheelchair use, but a car has come and parked on it, so I can't use it. Which is actually against the law. So there are some things that I couldn't show you today. One was like when you're at a cafe or in an art gallery, or there's like some sort of desk or a counter, and they're always like really tall, and you can't even see over them when you're in a wheelchair because they're so like high up. And so people are like, oh, there's someone there. Oh yes, there is. Another thing is like when I'm at school, I have to wear like a school skirt, or I choose to wear a school skirt, and it like ends up like blowing up in the wind, and so I have to try and push myself and make sure that my skirt doesn't blow up, which can be quite amusing and difficult. Another thing is when in any situation when you're looking at a specific thing, and someone comes and stands, like a really tall person comes and stands like right in front of you. It's like, hello, I'm here, I'm not invisible, you can see me. But now I can't see anything else other than your back. Cat. Sorry. There is also an assumption of when you're in a wheelchair, people assume that you can't walk or that you're paralysed, and some people are, yes, that is their case, but for lots of people, they can get up and move around, they can still use their legs, they just have to use a wheelchair sometimes. So if you guys didn't know, the reason why I am in a wheelchair is because of my Tourette's, my Tourette syndrome. So I have tics, and for the minute I'm having lots of foot tics, so it means I can't help it. You know, it's a medical condition, and it's where like, I don't know, my tics in the minute is like when I cut my ankle over, or it's like quite painful and I don't want to like hurt my tendons or muscles. And sometimes, of course, then my ankles and legs get tired because of my tics, so that is why I'm in a wheelchair. So if like I'm pushing myself and then there's like a big hill, or if there's some steps and or if I just want to get out of my wheelchair and I stand up, people are like, whoa, why is she standing up? Why can't she walk? You know, she's in a wheelchair. Why does she need the wheelchair then? You know, there's lots of assumptions, and I don't think it should be that if you're in a wheelchair then you can't walk. You know. The two shouldn't be put together. Some good things about being in a wheelchair is when you're like in class or getting around school, you can't really be told off for being late because, I don't know, if something happened with a wheelchair or you take longer, you know, you can't just run to your lesson. So you can't really be told off for being late. You can get your friends to push you. And if you're tired, then I know you're sitting down, which helps. But one thing that really annoys me, sometimes it happens with my friends, is that like they won't walk beside me or in front of me because they're like, oh no, you'll run me over. I'm not going to run them over, you know. You don't have to stand behind me. I'm not going to run you over. I've been in a wheelchair long enough to know that I'm not going to run them over. I don't even think that it's possible. So thank you guys for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't seen my blog already, then go to TicTastic.com and follow my social media. And also I'm doing some merch at the minute, so if you head over to my blog, you can get to it via there. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!